Garage. Today is an unbelievable show at the Factory 5 school where you can learn how to build cars like this. And it's a blast, man. It's all throttle. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. We just do this all day, baby. All day. Let's come over here. Woo! Right. Now that's what I'm talking about. You know, believe it or not, man, once a month, there's about a handful of professors, about 20 students, all come together and learn how to build these cars. And these things are awesome. We're gonna take you into the classroom, show you step by step how to put together one of those, all right? Come on, it's the Factory 5 school. I'm gonna show you all about it. All right, so just got back into school, and right out of the gate, they're removing the body off the frame. Let's get in here and see what they're going for.
We want something that's going to keep this body from flexing too much. The brace needs to be a little bit loose. We want it to flex some, just not too much.
Wow. It's just that easy.
So we need to start removing some of these panels. As you take them off each side of the car, we're going to put them underneath the table.
All right.
Hey, Willie.
This is Dave.
Hey, right on, man.
Mr. Factory 5 himself.
Right on. Thank you.
Dude, I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this.
Well, you know what's cool is what you're seeing is this is the disassembly process. Yeah. So what we're doing is Freddie in chassis assembly, he's taking these panels and he's using tech screws to position them.
Right.
So when the guy gets this at home, he's going to take this out, but he knows where the parts go.
Right.
Yeah. Most guys are going to bond and rivet it and drill it out, and then when it's installed, you can sound insulate it, heat insulate it, or just run it nature. That's the way I do.
Awesome. Get the car finished, who's going to drive it? So they're a little racing challenge?
Yeah. I've calmed down a little bit since I've gotten older, but I won't be the first one to loop it, that's for sure.
What made you decide to do the school, to come here and do a father-son sort of tag team on a project like this?
He's getting real close to graduation as a mechanical engineer, so we've been looking at this stuff since 1994. Wow. So finally, these guys were little, got them all fired up about building cars when they were little kids.
So like 20 years later, you're kind of fulfilling that dream with your son. So you were like 3, and your pops here was thinking, one day I'm going to watch my son build a car for me.
I got them fired up as gearheads when they were little. Yeah.
So we're with Dick Shank, who runs Mott Community College, and how cool is it to have Factory 5 build school right here in your own backyard?
This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. We've been in this partnership for over 10 years and put through over 1,500 people so far.
1,500 people?
And they come from around the world.
How do people get signed up or find out more details about it?
Well, they can call in, they can sign up, go on the web at Factory 5. We're the only build school, so that's how they enter and enroll. And we're just going to be excited to continue the partnership and to be building the new vehicle.
Hey man, I want to check you. Anybody that gets more hot rods out on the road, bro, you are a friend of mine.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Dave, I say we let them finish riveting because that's a long job.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's. Why don't you come over here and tell me about the front end of the car? Because there's donor parts, right, and then you supply parts as well. So give us the options of that.
Well, in the front suspension part, the best way to explain it, you can build the car with the donor Mustang, right? And if you do that, you're using a lower control arm from a Mustang, right? With Ford's low friction ball joint and Ford's spindle and Ford's brake. That's right from the Mustang that you're taking from a wrecking yard or one that you're taking apart. Okay. The complete kit that we're building here, we give you all the parts brand new. So we're still not giving you the engine, trans, and rear end, the running gear. But every single part from the spindles, the hubs, the axles, the brakes, the calipers, the lower control arms, the upper control arms, and these are cool. These are race parts. Yeah, total adjustable. You can do your caster camber, your alignment right on the front, so it's super easy. No shims, none of that stuff.
For the racing guys who want to add a little negative camber in their car and so forth. So
really, really adjustable. But really, the bottom line, there's 2 ways to build it. You can use it Mustang and build your car that way, or you can use parts brand new from a complete kit. Either way, it's an easy way to do it.
And here's at the school, they teach you step by step on how to do all of it, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that's what I love. The most common question we get from guys is, how hard is it to build? And I'm like, well, go take the school. It's 3 days, they build the car from soup to nuts, and they drive at the end, right?
Hands-on experience, man, it's the best
it really
teaching you
is.
can do.
It is.
All right. All right, this is the Factory 5 spindle. This comes with the kit. Our hub here from Moog, already pre-lubed, bearings already packed, so it makes this assembly really simple, really easy to get in here, get on. This car is gonna handle like it's on rails. We're gonna finish up this suspension. We'll have more when we come right back. Hey, welcome back to Mock Community College. Now, what are we doing here? Well, they're hosting the Factory 5 build. A bunch of students come in and actually put their hands on and build Factory 5 hot rods and race cars. Super cool. So far, the students have got the suspension on, they got the gas tank on, and they're working on the pedal assembly now. That's why we're here, because we're getting ready to put in the foot box. Now, the foot box has got a lot of heat coming at it from the exhaust, the motor, and so forth. So our friends from Heat Shield Products send us all kinds of stuff for thermal management of that heat exposure. So we got some Cobra Cloth. Now, what we're going to do here is simply just take this off, cut it in around this foot box, use some adhesive and so forth, and get us protected from that heat. We also have some of the tape and some of the real cool header wrap. Really important to keep that ambient heat and that heat from coming inside the cab. So I'm going to get this all cut out. We'll get it installed. That way you'll be cruising down the road, not sweating to death. Making this Cobra Cloth fit is just as easy as marking it up, cutting it out, throwing some adhesive on it, sticking it on. All right, man. While the class teachers here get ready to drop the motor in, just out of curiosity, what's all available for the setup, right?
Well, I mean, when we started, it was a Mustang donor, so it was a 302. And the 289 and the 302, same block, right? And it's a Ford replica, so a Ford motor makes sense. Small block Ford, but then came the 351. We got the headers and motor mounts for that. Okay. And then everybody started asking about big blocks like you.
Yeah,
FE motors. We got an FE motor out in the truck, so you can run the FEs. Just about any Ford small block or big block you can do, modern and vintage. My job is to make sure that we're giving parts that fit. Headers, engine mounts, the right tail
and
shaft and drive
these kits
shaft.
and so forth.
Yeah, when a guy orders his car, we're calling up and he's saying, hey, I'm going to run a small block. We're going to say, okay, small block 289, tell me what it is, and we'll give him the headers for it. This drops right in. So you got,
look at that.
This engine mounts, it's slotted on one side and the hole in the other drops right in. So the 302, 351 drop right in.
I've never had a motor going that easy. You ever had a motor going that easy? All right, seen the motor and transmission in here. They're unhooking the painless wiring kit right now. Get you excited, man, get you amped up. I got a buddy, Todd, who actually just finished this course. Let's go out and check out his ride, man. I think you're gonna like it. All right, the best way to find out a lot about a car is talk to a guy that's built one. We have Todd here. Now, Todd, give me a little rundown of your car. Why did you choose a Factory 5 Roadster?
Well, I've always liked the vintage look and nostalgia, but I also wanted a new car without all the problems of having something 30, 40 years old, and decided I'm going to pull the trigger on it.
Now, when you're behind the wheel of this thing, the looks, the thumbs up, what kind of reward do you get from driving a car like this?
It turns everybody's heads. Everybody loves it. Everybody, you can hear it coming from a half a mile away. It's a blast. It is so much fun. I wish it had 4 seats so I could take my kids and my wife with me, but...
hey, man. I'm the biggest kid of all, man, so how about I get in that seat, you get in that one, and you take me for a little ride.
All right, let's do it.
All right, man, I'm down.
Hey, welcome to today's Tech Tip. Now, it's all about alternators and your charging system. Now, about 70% of alternator failures are actually due to a weak or bad battery. So before you take those investment dollars in a new starter or an alternator, make sure that the battery is good and properly charged. Ideally, you're going to get up to about 12.6 volts, and if you can, do a load test on it to make sure it's good before you put those investments in the car. Now, one thing you can do to save a few bucks is look for a quality remanufacturer like USA Industries. Now, they're going to do all the in-house stuff right here in the USA, make sure everything's 100% inspected, so it's going to save you a few bucks, and you know you're putting a quality part on your car. They also have starters, alternators, calipers, and a few other things like CV joints for a full lineup of cars, so check them out at Federated Auto Parts.
This segment of Two Guys Garage is brought to you by Seatbelt Solutions, the safest seatbelt money can buy.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Dude, thanks for the ride, dude. That was awesome. All right, now I'm gonna go back in, see how long they're coming along in the Factory 5 school itself, my friend. Awesome ride. Take care, man. All right, it's a fun ride, man. We're back at the Factory 5 school, and just looking at it, looks like they got the brakes on. We got brake pads from Wagner, so you know the friction alloy is going to be great in there. The material is going to be good. The group's over here learning about wiring. There's some different wiring options that you can get with the Factory 5. Now, obviously, this is a mess. If you look at it, this is a donor wiring harness. And you see all this? This weighs about 35, 40 pounds, and you have to really put this on a diet. Go through here and pick out what you need and what you don't need and so forth. Now, that's one way to do it. And another way to do it is just get a classic kit from Painless. Now, Painless is great, okay? Because here, you get the bulkhead, right? So you can put it anywhere you want. And the great thing about Painless, as you guys know, is all the wires in any part of the car are all labeled. So if you put out, for example, this green wire, all right, it says headlight. So you know that this whole little spool right here is going to go to the front of the car. If you weed through here, for example, here's some tail lights, some rear fuel pumps. So this harness here would actually go to the back of the car. And there's plenty of length. They give you all kinds of extra wire so you can trim, fit, and make it custom. It gives you the ability to hide it under the car, behind places, and so forth. So Painless makes a great kit for any sort of hot rod or custom car build, or it's either that or going to, well, this disaster here. And this is a lot of hours and a lot of diet plan for your hot rod. Tell me a little bit about you and what made you want to come to this school.
Well, I've been keeping an eye on Factory 5 for years. It's been a dream.
And now that you're in the process of building it, have you texted or tweeted your wife or sent her a message saying, honey,
absolutely,
forget the sandwich, I can build a car now?
Yeah, here's the parts that we did. I, may have embellished the amount of work that I've actually performed. I may have said that some of the cars in the background, I had put some of those together, but, she's, 1,500 miles away. She don't know.
Okay, down in front, keep the rear up.
Sweet, nice. Whoa. Got us a car, baby, yeah.
Well, you were saying normally in the process, guys take this thing on and off a couple of times just to make sure things fit.
Typically, it's going to be at least twice. You're going to build the car once, and then what's going to happen? You're going to fit everything up. You're going to fit the lights. You make sure the side pipes fit. Make sure the windshield posts fit. Make sure the roll bar fits. Then you're going to take it apart, okay? And then you're going to blow it apart for paint. Typically, that's going to happen at least once, if not twice. It's just a matter of being ready so that you don't have to cut the paint after the body goes together for that last time.
We're gonna move this wire loom out so we can get the gas tank out without pressing any of these wires. All right, the Factory 5 build school. 13 guys built this car in a day and a half. How about that, man? All right, the last touch, we got some plugs, some Iridium plugs for our friends at Champion. We got them in the car. This thing is ready to fire up. Get in there, Jim. You get the honors, man. All right, guys, you guys ready to hear this? Yeah. All right, man. 13 guys, a day and a half. Put the heat on it. Here we go. Oh, yeah! Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, son. Come on, dog. Get up. All right. Now what we got to do is burnout. Whoa. Stop. Let me drive. Oh, let me drive.
Not allowed to let students drive the car.
I'm not a student. I'm a TV host.
I cannot let you drive the car.
Really?
Can't happen.
Dave, you won't let me drive, dog.
I got your back, brother, right here. We got a car waiting for you. That's okay. You can drive the silver one.
Yeah, I can drive the silver one, teacher. Fun in this. If I had hair, it would be nice if y'all blow it. You guys imagine having like a 5-horsepower go-kart when you were a kid. You ride around on the driveway. It's a lot like that, but it's 400 or 500 horsepower, but handles exactly like your little 5-horsepower go-kart. Recommend if you buy this car, some sunblock. Other than that, have some fun. I like this ride so much, I might just drive it all the way back to the studios in Florida.
For more information about anything you've seen in today's show, check out gactv.com or visit TwoGuysGarage.com.
Hey, welcome back. Oh yeah, man. See that joyride, bro?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it, and I'm not necessarily looking forward to watching it because it's gonna make me feel bad.
Yeah, man.
But it sounded awesome.
I know. All right, let's talk thermostats. Most people don't even think thermostats, right? They just care about the heat on their toes and how quick they can get it there, right?
That's right.
Well, these VNOS designed stats from Stant are the way to go, man. OE equipment right from the get.
Yeah, now there's a lot of specific design features in here, like the V-notch. What it's going to allow it to do is, as that thermostat sees the water temperature going up, instead of just popping open, letting this huge rush of cold radiator fluid, sweep through the engine, it's going to let it ease through, come up the temperature at the right sort of rate. It's going to make sure it maintains that temperature so your engine is operating the most efficient, so you're going to get better fuel economy, better engine life.
There you go. So pick up the Super Stat from Stant.
At one point in time, you were the happy owner of a brand new piece of lawn equipment. Some of us wheel those around.
Yeah, or like my grandfather who has like 6 of these in his shop because they won't run.
That's right. Well, speaking of not running, these slowly degrade over time so that you can't pull them on the first, second, or third try.
Yeah.
You're sweating, and you think it's part of the machinery, but it's really the fuel.
Indeed it is, man. And our friends at Starbright have this enzyme cleaner. It's called StarTron, and it handles every bit of that. And it's so simple. Literally, you open the cap, pour it in, and you tune your fuel up.
That's right, because you're going to take rid of those varnishes, those deposits, but you're also going to boost the fuel so it's easier to start. Makes your equipment run real well, especially if it's been sitting around. Yeah. So check them out. StarTron Enzyme Fuel Treatment, hook you up.
Yeah, and who needs 8 lawnmowers? Hey, if you're doing brake jobs, pay attention. All brake hardware kits are not created equal. And why even risk the chance of putting old stuff back on your car? You don't want to do it. Ain't nobody got time for the old clips, all right? So you want some new clips from Carlson, brake hardware, because a lot of this stuff you'll see are inferior kits, they'll rust. Even though they claim to be stainless steel, there's something called chromium in there that keeps it from rusting.
Now, in independent salt spray testing, Carlson put their hardware next to the competitor's hardware. And after about 20, 30 hours, it was already starting to corrode and rust, on the competitor's side.
And then 230 hours into it, it was completely corroded. Look like that.
Exactly. Now, good quality stainless has a lot of chromium in it, and that's what's going to make it last. It's going to make it work properly instead of ending up looking something like this. So make sure when you do your brakes and you got that investment that you're spending just a couple of dollars to put the clips, the brackets, the new seals in. Yeah. Get some kits from Carlson Quality Brake Hardware to make sure the job is done and done right. And what's probably the most important tool you could have in your shop?
Car.
Yes.
Next to that, a vise.
Absolutely. Now, there's all styles. So you can get sort of that big, clunky, sloppy one that you can hammer on, or you can get a really nice piece like this Hoover vise from Woodward Fab.
Yeah, man, this thing is nice, man. So it's got these removable jaws, right? And even when you have these guys off, this is all forged components. So it's about 35% stronger than cast. And the great thing is you got these big clamping jaws here. These are removable. So if you want to put something delicate on there, you have rubber, you have polyurethane, you have felt, and you have grooved ones as well. And they come in 4, 5, and 6-inch sizes.
That's right. It's got all precision mechanisms. It's a Hoover vise from Woodward Fab, so check them out.
Yeah, man. And you check me out doing them sick burnouts in the Factory 5 car,
man. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to get me in one of those cars.
Yeah, that car was wicked and one of the most unbelievable fun builds I've ever been a part of.
Well, that's what you get when you have a quality kit, right? And a cool car, which you get all motivated about, so you put a couple extra hours in. Well,
man.
Speaking of extra hours, we don't have any more today.
Not even an extra minute. So you guys take care. We'll see you next time.